Hi everyone, this is my PCOS trying to conceive update. I was at the hospital yesterday, as many of you probably know. Expecting to get Clomid. It didn't happen. I'm actually really angry, really upset at the moment. I went to the clinic, took my friend with me so that she could make some notes. And I saw another different doctor. I've probably mentioned before that every time I've seen a different doctor. So this was the fourth visit, and it was the fourth doctor that I've seen, and her manner was just terrible, really, really terrible. Went into the room with my friend and sat down, and she said, "How have you been?" So I started telling her I've been taking the metformin and I'm having a regular-ish cycle and stuff like that, really. So when I told her that, I was expecting for her to say, "That's great news, we'll start you on Clomid," but no, didn't happen. She said, "You've lost 4.5 pounds. So I thought, wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. I said, "Well, that's brilliant." I said, "I really didn't know that I'd lost that." So I thought, well, excellent. They've asked me to lose 4 pounds and I've lost just over 4 pounds. So, you know, that's excellent, brilliant. And then she started going on about BMI, and she said, "Your BMI is 34. If it's over 35, you don't get any treatment with us," which I was just completely unaware of. And she started saying, "If you need to be referred for IVF treatment, your BMI has to be 30. So I would obviously have to lose weight before I could have IVF treatment." So I said, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm aware of that." I'm thinking in my head, well, at least I'm within the limit, you know, to receive Clomid and to receive injections. So yeah, so that was it. And then she just started filling out blood forms, and I'm thinking, okay, why does she want me to go for a blood test? Fair enough. And then she filled one in and said, "Right, while you're having a cycle, I want you to go for a day 21 progesterone test, okay, and come back in 3 months." And I looked at my friend and she looked at me, and I just lost it. I just got so upset, and I said, "Am I starting Clomid today?" And she went, "No." And I said, "Well, why not?" She was so cold and so just heartless, just like no compassion whatsoever. And she said, "No," she said, "You're having periods now, so I want to see if you're ovulating with those periods." And I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me." I said, "I was told last time when I came that when I had a regular cycle I would start Clomid, so now you're telling me, no, you're not getting Clomid, I want to see if you're ovulating." And then my friend butted in, she was getting really angry, and she just said, "So if she comes back in 3 months and she's ovulated once on her own, does that mean she doesn't get Clomid?" And she said, "Well, yeah, she won't get it." And I just thought, am I listening? Is this real? Am I listening to this? Because I don't understand it. You know, this is a year, this has been going on. Come back in 3 months, come back in 3 months all the time, and I'm just sick of it completely. So she said, "I can tell by your face that you're disappointed." And I said, "Well, wouldn't you be disappointed? You know, it's 3 months to you, it feels like 3 years to me, and I don't feel like anything's being done for me." And she just looked at me with a blank expression, and she wasn't concerned whatsoever. So she said, "Well, if it makes you feel better, do you want to come back in 2 months instead of 3? I thought, wow, you know, that's great, that really makes me feel good. So I just said, "Yeah, whatever." And by this point I'd just completely given up, really. Just completely given up. despite the fact that my cycles aren't like exactly 28 days in between. So if I go for day 21 progesterone test, chances are, even if I had ovulated, it would have happened later in the month, if you get my meaning. So that isn't even accurate for me. So she gave me the forms, and before I'd even left the room, she got up and she left the room from like a different exit. And I just thought, this is just obscene. So me and my friend just stormed out of the room, and there was, oh, I'm so embarrassed, but then I don't care. There was loads of people sat in the waiting room, and I was just so upset. I just said, don't come to this hospital for treatment because it is just shit. And you know, I was just angry and upset, and I went to the reception and made an appointment. Well, I tried to make an appointment, and I said 2 months time, and the receptionist said, we're completely booked up for 3 months. I thought, great. So she said, let me ring the doctor that you've just been to see. So she rang her, and then when she hung up the phone, she said, oh, it's okay, you can come back in 3 months, because she said it isn't urgent anyway. And I was just, oh my god, these people. So I said, yeah, fine, whatever. So she gave me the appointment, and I said, right, I want to make an official complaint. Who do I write to, or who do I get in contact with? And the receptionist did not look in the least bit surprised by that. It's obviously not just myself that isn't happy. So she gave me the contact details of the chief executive, and I am going to write a letter of complaint. I'm going to list everything that's happened, the treatment or lack of treatment that I've had. I have got an appointment next Wednesday with my own GP, and I'm going to go and see if I can get referred to a different hospital, because I'm not happy. Yeah, I'm really angry now, and I'm not the kind of person to complain, and I never complain, but this has just tipped me over the edge. The doctors just seem to have completely contradicting views of how I should be treated, and you know, I get told to do one thing and then go back, having done it, to be told something completely different. So yeah, that's where I'm up to. I've just been told to carry on with the metformin. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. The metformin's doing its job now, and I'm more than ready to start Clomid. So yeah, that's about it really. I'm at the doctor's next Wednesday, so I'm going to tell her what's been going on. We've actually got a hospital in Liverpool, which is about 20 miles away, and that specialises in women's, you know, I can't even say it, women's problems and fertility. So I think I'm going to ask to be referred there. It's got a lot of good feedback from people about it. So yeah, I want a second opinion, but I'm definitely not going to let it lie, because it's been pretty shocking up to now. So that's about it. I'll probably do another video next week after I've been to the doctors, let you guys know what was said. And I hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing better than I am. If you're in your 2-week wait or anything like that, then I'm thinking of you, and I'm sending you lots of baby dust. Yeah, on a nice note, I've just actually booked my wedding for next year in a castle, which is really exciting. So that's something nice to plan, something good to focus on. Just going to try and stay positive really, and you never know what will happen in the meantime. So take care everyone, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.